Hello from breezy Northern California. I am Sara Oehler and I work for Softflix Company. Today we're going to be opening our latest design kit called the Great Pumpkin Design Kit. It is sold out. However, we have our brand new design kit up for sale today. It's called O10 and it will be a Christmas themed kit. And you will enter the challenge next month with that kit. So I'm looking forward to celebrating a little Halloween today. Like I said, it is breezy here in Northern California. And I'm outside because I love the light outside, but you may hear a little bit of wind and some wind chimes. But the air quality is great today because of the breeze, which is nice. It's a little spooky because, you know, wind is never good with fire, and we are hoping that Kincaid fire can really get contained as quickly as possible in Sonoma County. So say a little prayer for everyone, all the firefighters and everyone in that area that's having to deal with it. But here in Benicia, we're doing well. We did have a little fire break out nearby not too long ago, but they contained it quickly, and our power's back on and life is pretty good where I am. So that I am thankful for. So today we'll be opening the Great Pumpkin Design Kit. If you've never joined me for one of these design kit videos before, what happens is we sell the kit at the beginning, like we're starting to sell the kit for next month now. And it usually sells out in like 9 or 10 days. This one sold out in 9 days. And we do our best to make as many as we can, but we are a little limited in how many we can make. So we have a bunch of these out there in the world, and people have them. They've already been opening them and starting to design with them. I'm going to design with it today. I'm going to open it up. You're going to see everything in it. I haven't planned anything. I'm just going to kind of go with my feeling, and then you guys get to help me as I go along too. And then all of the people out there with kits are invited to post pictures of their designs that they make with the same kit in our VIB group. And that is here on Facebook. One of my coworkers will link to it. You join the VIB group, you post pictures of your design. Every picture or every design pictured is an entry to win the next kit. And you have, let's see what the date was. I have my notes pinned down here because I didn't want them to blow away. You will have on this kit, Great Pumpkin, you will have a deadline of November 22nd to get all of your entries in. We choose at random. We do not choose based on which one we think is the best, because that would be impossible. They're all fantastic. But we choose at random. You have more chances to win the more items that you post. And the winner will be chosen and announced on the day of the next kit release, which is November 27th. And that's when I will be designing with O Tannenbaum, and we start the whole thing all over again. So this next kit that just went on sale is a Christmas themed kit. It's adorable. You guys are going to love it. It's got a really great design challenge piece in it that I'm excited about. So run on over and grab that. I'm going to flip down. We're going to talk about a few other new things in the shop today, and then we will get started opening our kit and take it away, right? Okay. And I do want to warn you that kit that is up right now, last time I checked, it was already like 25% sold out. So do get in there and grab your kit if you want one as soon as you can. Okay. And the website for that is www.softflexcompany.com. Okay, so we have a couple more new things that we're adding this week. That I wanted to point out to you. We jumped on the Pantone Fall Winter 2019 color mix because we just loved these colors. We couldn't decide on just 3, so we went with 4 and made our first quad of beading wire. This is also available right on the homepage of our website, and then it has a beautiful bead mix from Jesse James Beads that matches it just perfectly. So if you've been wanting to try those Pantone colors, I know you've probably seen some of the bundles from Jesse James Beads. This is a nice way to try multiple colors together, and the quad is just a beautiful mixture of 4 really fun colors of soft flex. So these are a great option. And then we also added a very small quantity of silver silk capture chain. It comes with 2 custom findings that are double strand findings, and then I think it has a clasp in it too, all for $19.95. This is 3 feet of chain, I think. And to use these, we're going to kind of look at this today. To use these, you just slide the capture chain in it, and then you just use chain nose pliers to close it. You don't need any glue or anything. We have a very limited supply of these. We did a trade with Nile to get this, and Nile from Silver Silk, and yeah, so if you want this, grab it quickly, because that will be gone fast, I'm sure. And of course we've got the O Tenenbaum kit, which I don't have one here on hand to show you, but it looks very similar to this. It'll have a different color paper. I think it has a cute little Christmas tree sticker on it. If you got a great pumpkin, you probably got a little pumpkin sticker on it, but mine unfortunately didn't get the sticker, but that's okay. It's a little chilly here in Northern California, so I'm going to take a big drink of my tea. Hopefully all of you guys have something keeping you warm wherever you are. And hopefully I don't blow away. This breeze is so weird. It like kind of comes and then goes and then comes and then goes. So I thought I would just kind of deal with it, because I think the light is more important. It's like wearing high heel shoes. I want to look really pretty, so I'm choosing the high heel shoes, but I'm going to be uncomfortable. Like, the light is so important to me. I'm going to be a little uncomfortable and have stuff blow away, but I will have good light. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Kathy says she was just talking about me. That's very sweet of you, Kathy. I appreciate that. We're doing great. The fire near my house was contained fairly quickly, thankfully, and we have some amazing firefighters here that were just on top of it. And yeah, we had some smoke for a little while, but it has definitely calmed down. So look at this fantastic, great pumpkin design kit. All of our kits come with everything you need to make basic jewelry designs to start out, except for the tools. So it's going to have clasps, it's going to have ear wires, it's going to have beads, wire, all sorts of stuff to work for. Oh, Susie says she's drinking her coffee. That sounds nice too, Susie. That sounds nice too. This morning I went to Hazel's Halloween party at preschool. It was so adorable. I'll try to post a picture of the girls in their Halloween costumes when I get a chance. But it was so stinking cute, you guys. I mean, really. Like, you want to tear up. It's so cute. So we've got a lot of really special things in this particular kit that I'm excited to explain in detail, especially those of you that got the kit and have it at home and don't really know yet how special this kit is. First and foremost, every kit comes with our basic Softflex beading wire. This is who we are. We manufacture beading wire. This is a 49 strand stainless steel braided beading wire with a nylon coating. This particular one has a black nylon coating. It's very flexible, but very strong and very durable. In fact, it's got a 26-pound test. That's a break strength test. So that's like a fish running down river, not just 26 pounds of beads. And then this particular diameter is the most commonly used all-purpose for glass, mineral, and metal beads. You can use it with anything here that we have provided in this kit. So where do I start? This is from my good buddy over at Silver Silk and More, Nilay Patel. We will be joining Silver Silk at the Oakland Bead Show coming up in a few weeks. I'll be there from 11 to 1 demonstrating, and James will be there from 1 to 4 each day in Oakland, and Nilay will be there all day teaching very inexpensive classes, so you should check that out if you live in the Bay Area. But Nilay sells something called Silver Silk, and it's a really neat material that is pre-knitted wire. It's like a copper core wire, and this particular one has a capture chain on the inside. We went with an orange because we thought that would be a really fun color that a lot of people probably wouldn't have in Silver Silk and could try, and it's perfect for, of course, a Halloween themed kit. And we didn't want to leave you high and dry without having some sort of findings. So I will show you how to use these findings today that came with the kit. These are very nice findings and very easy to use with Nilay's Silver Silk. And you can find out more about Nilay at silversilkonline.com. And we also, like I said, put up a limited supply of Silver Silk in our store. And we're doing 3 feet of capture chain, but in the silver color, and then double strand end caps if you want to grab that. It might have a clasp in there too. I think I just didn't get the clasp. Okay, so next up, these things are amazing. So I have a friend who goes to the Czech Republic to buy his beads. He also buys buttons, and he bought like a ton, and I'm not kidding, really not, I'm not using that word loosely, a ton of vintage glass beads in the Czech Republic. And so what we did was we bought a bunch of the black ones, and you're getting a random bead, or 2 beads, I assume, I have 2 here, in your kit. So it will be, most of them I think were unique and different. There weren't 2 the same, but they are vintage glass from the Czech Republic, and they're really, really gorgeous. Lots of really fun stuff, and you can use these as closures on your design, and also just use them for, you know, all sorts, like they're great for a toggle, but they're good just for stringing too sometimes. Right in the center of a cool bracelet. So these are really, really special, very cool. We may bring in some more of these vintage buttons in all sorts of shapes and colors and sizes into some of our live sales. So I'm looking into doing that for you guys. But this is a little taste of how cool they can be. And then of course we have some really cool little jack-o'-lantern beads in here as well. 2 for earrings, 1 for a pendant. We have some basic Swarovski crystals. I think these are Swarovskis. They don't say, so maybe they're not. They might just be a off-competitor crystal, but still very sparkly, 4mm in a nice gray tone. We've got some seed beads in black. We've got some nice bugle beads in clear. I'm seriously gonna blow away. Hold down the house, Dorothy. Here we go. All right, I've got a strand of black, also I believe Czech glass, orange bicones. These are a really cool, fun shape. They're round, like raindrops, which is really fun. And definitely, if you have some bead groups that you're a part of that you think would like this design challenge, please share with them now so that they can join us live or join us later today when they see your post. We've got some Softflex crimp tubes. These are double the wall thickness of most crimps on the market. They're thicker and stronger and seamless. They're solid tubes. So a lot of crimps, when they're made, they start out as a flat sheet and they roll it. And there's a seam, and that seam becomes a really weak intersection in the crimp tube that can break really easily. So we have constructed something that's very strong, very sturdy. These are 2x2s, so they work really well with the medium diameter soft flex that is in the kit. And hey Judy, I'm glad you made it live. She says my shank on the large button was broken. Oh, we'll replace it. Sheesh. Contact James. I'm sure we'll have one around that we can replace it with. We usually get extras of everything. Or one from my kit for sure. Okay, so we've got some ear wires. We've got a little lobster clasp, and then we've got these adorable little charms from Tiara Cast. There are 4 different charms that you could have gotten. I think there were bats, pumpkins, cats. I don't remember what the 4th one was. But they are beautiful charms made by Tiara Cast in Northern California. They're made here in the US, and you should have gotten 2 that matched. So I'd love to hear which ones you got in your kit. And before I go into this last mix from Jesse James Beads that's in the kit, I want to remind you that I'm not the only one opening this kit this week. We also have a YouTuber named, let's see, I think it was Beautiful Nights, but I want to make sure. Yes, Beautiful Nights. And she is opening, she's posting today her video of opening it, and then she'll have a second video tomorrow with a project. And James Browning, our very own James Browning from Conversations in Wire, is going to be opening it on our YouTube channel, premiering his video tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So that is 4 videos with this one kit, and that's what we're trying to do more and more of, is get a little bit more content for every kit so that you guys can see how different people create with that same set of materials, and enjoy just seeing some different perspectives other than just my perspective. Okay, so we're going to open up this guy. We do not have these for sale like we normally do. We did not do an overrun on these because we knew we were doing the episode at the end of October. Next year, if we do a Halloween kit, we will do it a month earlier. And that way, if you want to order more of the bead mix and when all the Halloween posts are coming out, it will make a little bit more sense in October. But this time we didn't come out with a new bead mix. Instead, we decided to do those fall Pantone bead mixes. So you have a brand new option. Let me look for something I can put these beads in. And I don't have a spool of soft wax. That seems crazy. Let me see. Here's one. Okay. This will make it easier for me to keep track of everything. I haven't been thinking at all about what I'm going to design, of course. So every kit comes with a custom designed Jesse James Beads bead mix. We are the only place you'll be able to find that particular bead mix. In this case, this is the only, if you bought a kit, that was the only way to get this bead mix because we don't have it for sale otherwise. So in this bead mix, we've got a larger jack-o'-lantern bead, which is kind of fun to add in over here with those guys. You got some really cute little candies. These remind me of Nightmare Before Christmas. Super cute. Susie got the cats. Judy says it's a fun kit. This kit is really cool. Judy got the bats. Awesome. I love hearing which ones you guys got. I can't wait to see all the designs. Got some really nice large crystal-like beads that are flashy. So you never know if we'll have the bead mix for sale or not. If you don't buy the kit, you might not get the bead mix. Little tiny tassels that are adorable. Oh, look, did they put, oh, these are so cute. Look at these little guys. So cute. So many different things to make fun earrings. You've got these little pumpkins, these guys, the scaredy cats. These are always fun. I like those. And we got a nice big long tassel too. Cool. Ooh, a bunch of black stars, which are cute. Just gonna move those down here. Sorting so that when I go to design, it'll be a little easier. I do not pre-plan my designs for the for the live show. I just kind of go for it. Got some triangles and some two-tone beads, some nice deep oranges, add some sparkle, orange sparkle. And then we've got, ooh, these are kind of cool. These little cubes, rectangles. And we've got some smaller crystals and things here to kind of round out that package. So lots of options. Trying to think what I would most like. I definitely want to use the capture chain. I think that will be a lot of fun. I was thinking, I've seen Nile do these really cool shapes. I was like, ooh, could I do something like that? I don't know. I don't know if that's meant for a live show when you've never tried it before. But I was thinking a little bit about it. I was also thinking how cool making an earring would be. I don't know. We'll see. Let me just start laying things out and we will bring it all together. I like the scaredy cats a lot, so I kind of want to do something with those. I do like the big pumpkin. I don't know if the oranges are too different. Maybe it would be okay to do a big pumpkin. I don't think I even would need this whole, thinking about attaching it to some wire at the back end maybe. I do love this dark orange too. Very cool. And the buttons are amazing. Kind of in love with the buttons. So let's start out. This could slide right on here, probably. Just kind of fun and easy. Not sure how much I like it. Let's start out with a pair of earrings so I can warm up my design brain. So, a pair of earrings with the scaredy cats. I could do, since scaredy cats are usually black cats, I probably want to do like a black bead. I feel like those might be a little too big and overpowering, so I'm going to open up these smaller ones. Maybe do a black bead here and then attach to the ear wire. And we can probably add a little bit of an orange sparkle if we want to with these. I wonder if I would want one just on top or on both sides. Hard to say. Let's get our wire out and start playing around to see what strikes our fancy here. Hi, Curtis. So nice to see everyone here. Sheesh and Thomas. Okay, so we've got our medium soft flex. I'm just going to cut off a piece that I can kind of play with. And a lot of times if I'm not feeling it, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make, I just sort of open things up and just kind of start playing. That's kind of the best way to get yourself going, is just to do, in my opinion, and worry about whether it's good or not later and just kind of focus on getting your fingers moving, waking your brain up. Will this fit through twice? Does not look like it. Maybe a little too hard to try, so I'm going to crimp that on there with my crimps that came in the kit. Carmen. Hey, Tracy. All right, so I'm going to grab my 2x2 millimeter crimp tube and string it onto my wire. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass the other end. I already strung my scaredy cat on. I'll just pull it long. I wasn't sure where I was starting, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and attach here. Take my magical crimpers, and I'm going to dead center that crimp tube inside the magical crimpers. We have a new version of these that are supposed to be ergonomic. They have a softer, kind of a little bit of a bigger handle on them. You can find those right on the home page. I haven't gotten to try them yet. So I'm going to go ahead and compress. If I did it correctly, I should have what looks like 4 little corners, like a little ravioli. I'm going to take my rounder in the opposite direction, and now I'm going to compress those 4 little corners together. And I'm just going to slightly turn and compress around the whole thing. Till it becomes a little round bead. And I've got a really strong, very tough attachment. Going to come in close. Boy, with this wind, I seriously am thinking like we need to have a Wizard of Oz design kit. I think it would be a perfect fit right now. Okay, so we've got our black cat, and first let's just try a black bead and just see how we feel about it. We could just do a simple black bead. We could fluff it up. We could do one of these cool stars. Would be kind of fun. A neat little star. I know a bead mat would be good. I don't have one here at the house though. I very rarely use them. I feel like the white background makes it, again, easier to see. Easier to see what I'm doing. Apparently that's my big priority, is light and being able to see. More than ease. I'm kind of liking that with the orange. Look how the black wire shows through the orange sparkle beads there. That's kind of cool. I'm sort of loving that. This would also be kind of a fun lariat. Anytime you have 2, you can always do 2 ends and make it a really cool lariat. I'm wondering what that would be like with the capture chain. If we could do, I wonder what that would be like. I wonder if what it would be like if we did capture chain on one side and did something that was, just play along with me for a minute. If we did capture chain on one side with a cat, and we did beading and wire on the other side, that would be kind of interesting. And then attach it somewhere in the back. I wonder how the 2 would connect, if they would look nice together. Something to play around with and think about. All right, so back to my simple earring so that I can accomplish this at least. I'm going to go through one more crimp. Oh, good. Terry got our Christmas kit ordered. Good, I'm glad, because they were going pretty quickly the last time I looked. All right, so I'm going to go into my crimp tube, And if you want to, you can attach right into your ear wire. I usually don't because it can make it just a little tricky to get your crimping tool in there, and I don't know, it just kind of annoys me sometimes. So I usually just make my loop separately and then attach my ear wire after. Usually in a design like this, I'm going to look at the two loops and make sure they're similar and straighten out. We are doing, I don't think I even mentioned this yet. We have so much going on today, you guys. We are doing a really neat giveaway this week. When your orders are over $50, you get 1 entry. Over $75, you get 2 entries. Over $100, you get 3 entries to win 5 $50 shopping sprees. So we're going to give away 5 of them to 5 different people, and you enter based on your order total. And we've never done anything like this before, so we're super excited. It'll basically be like a credit or a gift certificate, probably a credit, that will just apply onto your account, and then it'll be there waiting for you when you're ready to use it if you are one of the 5 winners. So I'm going to go ahead and crimp just like I did last time. Go around and around. So it might be worth it to get up to that $50 mark and enter to win on the off chance you get to be one of those 5 winners. It's kind of a nice way for us to give a few people a really cool special surprise. So here is something that we can talk about. When the loop comes out going the opposite way, if I were to attach this to my ear wire, it would face this way. So it's not going to face front where I want people to see it. You can do 2 things here. You can add a jump ring. That's one option. And that will then straighten it out so that it's facing the correct direction. Sometimes what I'll do is I will actually just twist this wire kind of inside the crimp. And I do that by just taking my magical crimpers and just kind of holding onto the crimp and twisting. And it's amazing. It will actually twist it in the direction that you want. Isn't that cool? And then I can open up my ear wire. You don't want to pull on it too hard, just gently. And then I'll open up my ear wire. I'm using Softflex beading wire that came in the Great Pumpkin Design Kit. And I am using the medium in the black onyx color. So, and it's our 49 strand version. Robin says she does the twist. The dance or the magical crimping plier version that I just did. Yeah, so I just twisted and there we go. We've got a really nice little cat. Everybody say hi to my mom. It looks like she's watching too. Say, and maybe even Hazel's watching. Say hi to Hazel. It pops up, Mom, when you come on the video. It tells me that you're here since we're friends on Facebook. Anyway, so we've got a really cute little black cat earring to start. And let's move on. I'm going to use this capture chain. And I think these little crystals match this capture chain so nicely. So I'm going to keep these earrings in mind as an option to match whatever it is that I end up making with the capture chain, because I like a set. I really, really like a set. Okay, so I'm trying to think if I want it to be this long, if I want, what do I want to do with it? I always think Nile does just such interesting things with this silver silk, and whenever I get it in my hands, I'm so curious about it, but it doesn't just automatically come to me. So if you're curious too, you should go to his YouTube station, because he's got like a million different designs using this capture chain. I'm thinking about using just like a big loop in the front as a, if I can get this baggie to open, as a design element, like a kind of like making my own pendant. So I think I'm going to cut it like right here. And then that'll give me some left over too to use later. And I'm going to take my little bindings that Nile created and slip my capture chain inside of it. This fascinated me the first time I did this, that you do not need glue or anything for this stuff. It just slips inside your clasp and then you just very gently close it and it actually holds on to it just perfectly. Isn't that amazing? We have a small selection of silver silk up on the website if you want to purchase some more of this. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Although if I want to string something on it, I should probably do that now. I was kind of thinking about stringing this guy here, but I'm not certain that's what I want to do. And then hang something down in the center and then bead up from there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like these, I'd like something I can wear like for fall and not just have it be Halloween-y. Let me see if this is the right size. If I want to make it smaller, I think that's kind of cool. Let me see. I'm going to close this up now. Same deal. I'm just going to use my chain nose pliers. Close. And then I've got my two ends, silver silk. And I'm going to put something in the center here. Maybe even the button would be kind of interesting. Let's see. I'm going to make a long, I'm going to do a long necklace, so I'm cutting a big long piece of soft flex to work on. And let's see what this might end up looking like if I were to string these together, and then I can bead on either side. So that's what we're looking at so far. Do I like it is the question. Do I want to hang something else? I could hang something temporarily from the button and then I could cut it off when Halloween's over if I wanted to. That would be kind of fun. Your wind chimes sound very pretty in the background. I know it is kind of windy today. It's funny to listen to them. Oh, Barbara, thank you. She says you're such an inspiration. I haven't even hardly made anything, but thank you. You could put the pumpkin in the middle, but not if you want it for autumn. Yeah, I do kind of like the idea of something. Let's look at it. Oh, here goes a really big gust. Maybe we'll play around with adding this in the center from the button. I think that could be kind of fun. For now, let's work on some more beads going up the back end of the necklace. So we used these ones here, and we used these little beautiful little orange ones. I think I had a couple more of those. This is also kind of a neat looking piece. Oops. I don't know that I'd want to do this if I have the button on there. It might be a little too much, but it could be really neat. Something to think about. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some more of these little orange guys that are adorable. And I also have this thing, which could be kind of cool. It might be becoming a little too much though. We'll have to kind of play around here. I like the stars too. So back behind here, I'm not going to see it. So I'm going to break open my black seed beads, kind of to space it out a little bit. Hey, Joy. If you put an embellishment on the clasp, you could change it out. It's an interesting idea. Let's see if I can get some seed beads off of here without losing the whole strand. And I will make the second kitty cat earring and post that in the VIB group later. I need to remember I have to keep beads for that actually. Okay, so we're going to string our seed beads. I'm doing about 4. I guess that will get me where I want to go. And the idea is I want to push in so that this button will stay in place, and I'm doing seed beads so that I'm not using nice beads that are going to push behind it and I'm not even going to see them. I'm going to do a couple more. On each side. How about the stars and the orange crystals dangle down from the button to the tassel? That's a nice idea. Hey Amber, hey Mary Ellen. Everyone's here. Okay, so we've got our wire. I feel like the silver silk ended up being a bit too long, but maybe it's because I don't have anything in the center there yet. This could be really cute, having some of these stars in the center. I like that idea. That looks really nice. Whoever gave me that idea, Curtis, I like that idea. That's really smart. I think that looks good. So let's see if we've got a good orange bead. Probably use some of this. The difficulty here is I'm trying to use the color that I don't have as much orange of. So maybe I need to add a little bit more dark in the center. And that way I can do some of the dark orange up here. So this is what this is kind of looking like now. Thinking of adding we'll do another seed bead and then a star. This definitely looks like a lot. I feel like I need to edit something. Mary Lynn says, love this, sexy Halloween. Is that what it is? Oh, good. Oh, goodness. I feel like I'm on Project Runway and Tim Gunn is telling me that I need to edit. Yeah, this is kind of interesting though. I'm liking where it's going. I think I need to add this portion of it. So what I'm going to do for that, I have a piece of black wire left over. I'm going to make that into a dangle so I can hang it down and we can see what it looks like. So to make a dangle using soft flex, I'm just going to take my 2x2 crimp, double back so there's enough wire inside the crimp that I can get a really good hold on that nylon coating in the wire. Basically what I'm doing is making a head pin with a crimp and soft flex beading wire. By crimping on the end here, Go around lots and lots of times till it's nice and round. I can snip at the tip, and then I can snip on the other side, that little scrap of wire that's coming off of there. And then I can string my beads on. Terry says she loves it. So I'm thinking of hanging this from back behind the button. So what I'm going to do is make a little attachment, and we'll string it back. We'll string it on there. We want to make sure it's not too long. That's one trick. We also want to be cognizant that the button is going to cover up some portion of it. So long enough that it can feed down below the button and fall where you want it to fall, but not so long that it's into the dangle down below. Okay, I'm going to compress. This is Sara Oehler. Yes, this is me. There's so many. There's Sarah James. There's Sarah Ellis. There's a lot of Sarahs to keep up with, isn't there? Okay, so I have to restring this portion of it, which is fine. Let me get my bead stopper so I don't come off the whole thing here. These design challenge kits are meant to get you out of your comfort zone. They're meant to be things that you would not pick yourself. This is not something I would pick myself to work with. So it's fun because it's a challenge. It gets you thinking, like, how would I use these products in a design? And maybe you find something that you've been missing, you know, that you would love to work with more often. So one thing I'm going to look at here is, how is this going to fall if it's strung on just one side of the button? Is it going to be kind of funny? Do I need to string through it on both sides to make it lay right? So let's try that. Let's see what happens if we string through here, string the button, and then go back through here again, so that this lays hopefully more in the center when we get it to the center of our wire. Will that work? We don't know. Never tried it. You could put it on the button. Absolutely. You could crimp it onto the button for sure. Yeah, that's going to make it kind of pull in a not so attractive way. So that's not going to work. But yeah, you could just attach it right to the button itself. I'm just going to leave it. I think it's fine. It's a-okay. If it bugs me, I'll redo it later. Let's put our seed beads back on and kind of see where we're at and if we're liking where it's going. So I will not be the only one doing this kit. You can also see 2 videos from Beautiful Nights on YouTube. One today, one tomorrow. You can also see James Browning on our Softflix Company YouTube station tomorrow, preparing at 2 p.m. if he's done his video. I haven't asked him, but I assume he has. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But yes. Could you do a jump ring on the back of the button? You definitely could. There isn't a jump ring in this kit though, so I'm gonna just kind of leave it how it is and let it be and not worry too much about it. If I want to go back and redo it, I'll probably just attach it right to the button shank. I think that was a really, really good way to do it. Okay, now we've got our orange bead. We did a seed bead and a star, and we can decide if this is where we want to leave it or if we want to add more to it. Let's see. Sometimes I just need to get stuff out of the way so I can see a little more clearly what I'm even working on. So this is where we're at right now. I feel like it needs more of something. I'm also trying to decide if it's like meant to be kind of a choker rather than a longer length. So more of a short necklace where this would sit kind of up on your chest area, I think would be really nice. I'm doing more of those too because I baby wear all the time, and then if I wear a long necklace, I can't wear it when I have Jack on me. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'm going to add some more beads. Thinking these are almost the right color. I really like this dark rectangle. I think I might do one of those. I could try it also with the other black bead that I got in my kit because I got 2 options. Yeah, I think kind of a choker would be very interesting. I agree, Rochelle. I know, I kind of like how it's hanging a little off-centered. I'm going to have to see how it looks like when I'm wearing it. That's always kind of the true test. Put a bead stopper on it and like actually put it on my neck and see how I feel about it. So that's pretty good. And maybe one more star on each side. Give it just a little more something. Yeah, the Christmas kit is on sale now. It's the O Tannenbaum design kit. It is Christmas themed. O Tannenbaum, I learned from Mr. James, is like an ode to a Christmas tree. And so it is definitely our Christmas kit. So this is what I've got. I probably would say if I'm doing a choker, I would just do black seed beads up the whole back, and then I will use our little lobster clasp to finish it off on the back end. And I think that'll sit really nicely, and I think the glossy seed beads will be nice to continue throughout the design. So I'll do that on my own time because that's a lot of seed bead stringing. I'll add those in and could even hang something from the other side too if you wanted to. Make it super interesting. And that'll also tighten this down so it just holds a little bit better. And I'll decide on this thing if I'm gonna leave it sort of haphazard to the side here, if I'm gonna change it so it comes more straight down from the button. Why don't you tell me what you think in the comments, if you would prefer to see it coming straight down or if you prefer to see it a little off center. And that'll help me decide how I complete this necklace today. I will finish up the spooky earrings and the necklace, play around with it a little more to get it just how I want it, and then I will post pictures in our Softflex VIB group, which I'm sure my coworkers will attach a link here so that you guys can find it. Now it's your turn. If you have this kit, we want to see what you are going to make with this Great Pumpkin kit. Every design that you show us in the VIB group is going to be an entry to win our next kit. Your deadline for posting pictures is November 22nd. Our next kit is O Tannenbaum. It's available now at www.softflexcompany.com. They are selling quickly. I've seen some selling even during the live show because I get email updates on my phone, and we're about 25% off when I started the show. So I know there's going to go pretty quickly. So get in there and get yours. The video date for that one is the day before Thanksgiving, which is November 27th. I will be live that day. Even though I'm taking the week off, I'm going to jump on and do that kit that day. And we'll have some other people doing the kit as well besides me, just like we do this month with Great Pumpkin. So you can get some other perspectives on how to use our kits. We have some brand new products in the shop. We've got our Silver Silk, very limited supply on these silver. We've got our new fall 2019 Pantone bead mix. We will be using a lot of these in the coming month. So you want to grab those if you like following our tutorials. We've got a quad beading wire, our first quad to go with it. And then, of course, you're entering to win one of 5 shopping sprees on our website. You get 1 entry with a $50 order, 2 entries with a $75 order, and 3 entries with a $100 order. So check out the other Great Pumpkin videos. Go over to Beautiful Nights on YouTube and see if she's posted her video yet for today. She'll have another one tomorrow. Check out James tomorrow. And of course, Kristen will be back on Monday, Free Spirit Beading, probably with Pantone materials, I would guess. And then I have my new series on YouTube, Holiday Crafts and Ornaments with Sara Oehler. I've done 2 so far. Excuse me. I've done 2 so far. And I'm not doing this one this week because it's Halloween week and I have a lot of stuff to do with the kiddos for Halloween. But you can check out the last 2 episodes. One was this really fun Christmas ornament, star Christmas ornament. I did it in a bunch of different colors, greens and silvers using our Softflex craft wire. I also did a bat, which I'm wearing today in my necklace, and you can also make this into an angel if you prefer an angel to a bat for upcoming Christmas. So 2 episodes so far. I'm planning on 8 total. You can catch me normally on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. live on YouTube for that. So I'm checking out. I'm going to finish my beading here and enjoy the rest of my tea. And thanks guys for joining me. And I hope to see you soon in the VIB group and see what you're making with this same kit. Have a great day. Bye guys.